This conference will now be recorded. This conference will now be recorded.
Yeah, so how exactly the binary search will work? So it will divide your records into the 50-50. It will off the records and it will look for the it will search for the your query. And again the second part also it will divide the first part into the off, second part into the off, and like that it is going to divide the your records into the 50-50. Then whenever it finds the record, and it will stop all other search algorithms, then it is going to give the result back to your program, guys. That's the name, binary search or binary algorithm. And so we have seen the processing the data from internal table. We can process by using loop and by using a read table. And loop will process multiple records, and read will read the only single record. And this is a conditional and unconditional. And also yesterday we have talked about side index and site abx. Site index will work in do and while, and site abx will work for the loop and the read table. So this is the difference between the site abx and site index. And also we have seen the conditional statement yesterday. So you can apply the conditions by using if, else if, else if, else if, else, and end if. And also we have case, end case, and when the value is this, that, and when this you do the some code, and when that you do some other code, guys. That's the name, conditional statement. So that's what yesterday we have seen. And today I'm going to explain more internal table operations other than these. Maybe I go to the next slide and we are going to apply. Maybe, guys, so I would like to delete a record from the internal table. I can read the record, I can modify the record, even I can delete the record from the internal table as well, guys. And guys, read, we can do the read in two ways, guys. One is with the key, means with some value I can read it. And also there is one more way also we can read the record from the internal table, guys, single record. And I can do the second way is read table. So all the possible things we have to discuss. And index, sorry, into work area, definitely you need to provide a work area index 5. Tell me what it will do. Read table I tab into work area index 5. So what it will do? Yeah, exactly, whatever the record is there in that position, it will read that record, guys. So maybe we'll write that logic. Okay, so maybe I can go here, and so maybe uh, read table I tab into work area index 5, and if size sub rc equal to 0, and if, always if and case, do and do, loop and loop, right, and while you need to write immediately, guys, otherwise so you are going to get some syntax errors. See, if when I write if, always I write an end if. And maybe I can write what is the value and what is the record which is there at fifth position, that I am going to print over SORDER. And work area hyphen MAT or sorry MATRIAL, and work area hyphen uh, uh, material and price, and work area hyphen currency. Okay, and maybe end you need to use comma, and here you need to use MATERIAL, material. That's it. And pretty printer, and do the activation. Always you need to activate the program to execute your program. And guys, so now my requirement is, already I have seen how exactly it will work until here. Just I need to see how this statement will work. So here I will keep the breakpoint, guys. These are keeping the breakpoints. Based on need, you need to keep the breakpoints, right? So execute and F8 and F8. And here, guys, internal table, and you can see in the fifth position the Vivo case is the record, guys. See, Vivo case is the record at the fifth position. There is an order of 101. So now F5 and go to the work area. You see the which record is read. See 101 Vivo case, right? The fifth record we can read it, guys. So the read can be done in two ways. One is with the key. The second one is the with the index case. Two ways we can read the record from the. We can read the single record from the internal table. So that's a name. Read statement. Now I go to the delete statement, guys. So in the same way you are reading the record, and also I can delete the record as well, guys. So delete. Okay, so normally you know what exactly the delete, right? So we can delete the record from internal table. We can delete the record from the internal table, and this is also, guys, we can delete the record in two ways. One is the we can delete the record by using key, and also by using index. Even I can use the index as well to delete the record from the internal table. So now maybe I can write the syntax, how exactly the syntax looks like, and you can see here. So syntax and delete internal table, internal table, and where SORDER, and which is equal to the, maybe I can use 106. When the sales order is 106, delete the record. This also I can do. And the next thing is maybe delete is a keyword here, and where is an operator, conditional operator. So this is the one thing I can do. And one more way I can do is delete I tab, maybe index 4. So it will delete the record at the fourth position. The record will be deleted, guys. The two ways we can do the delete statements. Maybe I go here, I go in the program, and maybe I can write in a logic and delete I tab where SOR DER, and which is equal to the 106. And if, and we can write size of RC not required. All right, not writing is not required, guys. Okay, you can see in the debugging, delete and I tab index 4. This also we can do it, guys. Maybe write some uh, psi hyphen t fill side t fill. This is also one more variable, guys. So we'll see what exactly the side t fill over here, guys. See, do the syntax check and see, guys. Already I have seen this, and maybe I need to see this. Maybe I will select this. I will select a breakpoint and execute. Oh, so F8. See, guys. So in I tab, how many records we have? 8. And I said delete the order where the order equal to 106, right? So do the F5 and see, guys, there are only 7 records, and 106 is deleted from your internal table. And also delete I tab where index equal to 4. Go to here. What is the 4 record? It's in a Vivo case. And now you apply the delete, and you see there are only 6 records. The record is deleted from the internal table, and the Vivo case is deleted from your internal table, guys. So these are all, so guys, so these are all the possibilities, the syntaxes where I can perform some operations on the internal table. But in single program we don't use all these, guys. It's all based on requirement. We are going to use these statements. Just I am explaining how exactly those statements will work. But don't think we will use all these things in a single program. I am prepared in a scenario to explain these concepts in a single program, but we don't do like this. So wherever we want to use this statement, that type, so based on the requirement, we are going to use the this kind of operations on the internal table, guys. That's the name, internal table operations. Delete uh, and guys, so sometimes, guys, I need to calculate how many number of records we have in the internal table. That's very important. So to calculate how many records in the internal table, we have in a statement called describe table, guys. So this is also one more internal table operation. So you can see, and it calculates Okay, number of records in the internal table. And guys, so this is the way you can do the number of records in a internal table, guys. Maybe normally, so I don't use this statement, guys. Can anybody tell the logic? Just I would like to check your analytical skills. So I would like to calculate n number of records in a internal table. So what you can do actually, normally I don't have any syntax actually, so I do not have any predefined syntax. But so if I want to calculate how many number of records in a internal table, can we do that? Yeah, how? N. So I do like this, guys. Okay, I put in a counter where counter equal to the counter plus one. Each time I increase one record. See, it's my analytical skills. So I declare in a counter. Normally I can do a programming like this. My counter, which is in a type integer, integer, the initial value is 0, and whenever it comes to the loop, the initial value is 0. The first time, the first loop value is 1, and it goes the end loop, and it comes to the second loop, and second loop the value, the initial value is 1, second loop 1 plus 1 is 2. So like this, how many records we have? 8 records. So eighth time the counter value is 8. So maybe I do like this. Oh, sorry, control z. After the loop, write number of the records in the internal table is comma, it's an a counter. My value is counter. I can do an a counter. So this way I can do it, guys. Pretty printer, because actually here I'm providing this kind of things to improve your analytical skills and programmatical skills. Okay, I can use direct things, but we'll write the program. We'll see how exactly the program will work. So execute. Ah, sorry, here it doesn't stop in the loop. Maybe I can restart the. You can restart the debugging and display. Put a breakpoint at loop, guys, because I would like to see, because the breakpoint moves up, guys. The breakpoint moves up. Why the breakpoint moves up? Can anybody tell why the breakpoint moves up? Because I have written a single line counter. When I add one line, so this line goes down, loop goes down, one line down, and the breakpoint which is there at line 84 goes up, right? So now you need to put in a again one more breakpoint, guys, and execute now. It comes to the here, maybe that's okay. See, guys, loop, the initial value counter is 0, right? Come here, and counter equal to counter plus 1. So first time the counter equal to 1. So do this. Okay, I am doing this functionality, and yes, and next time the counter equal to 2, 1 plus 1 is 2. Like this, I put on a breakpoint, f8 and 1, f3, f8 4, f8 f5 5, f8 f5 6, f8 f5 7, f8 f5 8, and f8 f5, and you can see the counter equal to 8, guys, and execute, and you can see number of records in the internal table is 8. So I did in a logic, but I don't want to do this logic, guys. So already there is a predefined statement to calculate the n number of records, guys. So I am going to do the other uh, statement. I don't write that much. Describe table, internal table, lines. Okay, lines. It's maybe count of lines count in the internal table, count lines. So tell me, okay, save, pretty printer, and do the syntax check. and count lines. So what is the error? Count lines. What is the error here? You have to declare perfect. You have to declare a variable for your count lines, and so count underscore lines, and type of what kind of type it is. What kind of type it is? Integer, guys. That's the data you should understand. Counter means one record or two record or three record or four. Can you have record number 4.3? No. So decimals is not accepted. Can you have a number of records with ABC? No, it's not a character data type. So this is the way, based on the data, you need to take the types, guys. The types assignment you need to provide. So this is an integer. So the calculation always it should be an integer. So I declare it's an integer, guys. That's the understanding of the programming. So this is the thing, and so now you can see, yeah, where is that here? So here, so I put on a breakpoint here. Yes, so see guys how I am putting the breakpoint. So don't ask me in the future. So can you tell me what are the rules to do any debugging, right? So this is the rule I am explaining from starting. So wherever you want, you need to keep on a breakpoint, guys. So now I would like to see this syntax, how it is going to work out. So that's why I put the breakpoint on that place, right? So execute, and if is there any previous breakpoint, no problem, I can jump. Yes, I jump into the F8. If you want to jump into the next breakpoint, you need to do F8. If you want to execute your code line by line, you need to press F5, guys. That's the difference between F5 and F8. If there is no breakpoint, then it will entirely execute your program, guys. If there is a speed breaker, it will stop. Otherwise, it will execute entirely, guys. Okay, now we can see describe table, internal table. Maybe in internal table we have 8 records, and F5 and count lines. You see, guys, 8 records without writing any much logic. I can directly calculate by using describe table. It calculates number of records in the internal table, guys. That's a describe table. That's a describe table, guys. So that's a describe. It calculate calculates, not calculates. It's a calculates number of records in the internal table. That's a describe table. And syntax is, the syntax maybe, that's it. Control C and Control V, guys. So describe table. So see, guys, it's a keyword. Control Z. It's a keyword and lines. That's it. And maybe I would like to see who are all attended. Sai, Murli Krishna, Sai Kumar. Okay, Ravi Kiran is not. So, so this is the describe table, guys. And now I would like to go with the, see, guys, here delete. What you are doing here, delete. So maybe you are deleting particular record and you are dealing with index. But I would like to completely delete the records from the internal table. Total records I need to delete from the internal table. How you can do that? How you can do that, guys? That's my next requirement. How you can completely delete the records from the internal table? How you can completely delete the records from the internal tables? So the first is the clear, the second one is the refresh, the third one is the free, guys. Very, very important, these three also. Okay, so what exactly the need is, maybe what I am going to do is, and one of the product, whenever I bought a iPhone, I would like to give a case with a free of cost. Okay, I am commenting that code. Okay, see, this is my requirement actually. This is my requirement. Whenever if you buy iPhone in my store, I'm going to give a case as an with a free of cost. This is my requirement. So I commented the code. right? I'm not passing the value. I put on a breakpoint here, right? And execute. Mm, okay, very good scenario. Yes, append the record. Mm, okay, yes, in the internal table, double click and you can see the data. iPhone 55,000 INR, this and this. Next, go here, go here, go here, and append the case record. Yes, go to the internal table. See, guys, okay, are you giving the case with free of cost? Are you giving the case with free of cost? Are you giving the case with free of cost? No, right? Actually, it should be a free of cost. So, what is the problem here? What is the problem here? What is the problem? The previous record is the previous value is transferred to the next record, guys. So which is not a good scenario. So who, if any customer will buy this product, no, guys, it's in a bug. Will any customer will buy this product? No. So you should not write the code in this way, guys. So always when you fill the next record, the previous record, you have to clear the data from the previous record, guys, from the work area, not from the internal table. If you clear from the internal table, it will be deleted. Okay, you have to clear, you must clear the work area, guys. So here in this case, I have to clear in a work area, guys. So I need to remove the data from the, before filling the second record, clear work area, remove the data from the work area, guys. So now you see exactly how it will work. So this is my requirement now, and again execute F5, 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 and I appended the record, and you see the iPhone, the value is 55,000. And see, guys, now the work area data, there is a data already, the data is exists in the work area, and if you want to fill the next record, you must clear that work area, guys. So I'm clearing that value, clear. Now you go to the work area, you see, guys, the data is removed from the work area. Maybe the default values will be there. The default zero cost, zero means there is no price, right? Default value is zero. And append the record, second record case, and go to the internal table, and you can see the case value is zero, guys. So it's working exactly as expected. The total cost iPhone plus case, which is equivalent to my mobile cost only. So this is my, just I have given simple requirement how exactly we have to use the clear statement. Yeah, every time you need to clear it, not only here. Before filling that, clear work area. Okay, do this everywhere, not a problem. So because you are going to pass next record, why I need to have in a previous record? Clear it. So I did it. Clear it. Clear this. Clear this. Clear this. Okay, that's it. Huh? That's it. At a printer, do the syntax. You can clear it here. You can clear it. So is the clear will, my question is, we have three kind of data objects: variable, work area, and internal table. Is the clear will work only on a work area? No, guys, it will work on the here also. Maybe I printed the values and number of values. Maybe I can clear this counter. Counter is a variable, guys, here, because it holds single field and single value. Counter type I, it's in a single field, single value. So I'm going to clear the counter. See, and right, do this, execute, and F8, 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 F8. So it's in a loop. Delete the breakpoint, and now, so counter value is the 8, right? Come down and clear the value from the counter. See, becomes 0. So even it will remove the data from variable, it will remove the data from work area, and also it will remove the data from the internal table as well, guys. So maybe I declare in a temporary internal table. Okay, so maybe I take I tab, 2. I will take I tab 3, and which is an a, okay, already there, right? Maybe I will take 4. Type table of ty underscore sales, right? This is my internal table. So this is a types, guys. It's a user defined data type, and so this is the type with the fields which we have declared. So whatever the type we have given, with the types, it will create an internal table, it will create an a work area. Maybe I can transfer the internal table values from one internal table to the another internal table, right? So we can do that. And maybe what I will do is I can transfer the data. How can you transfer the data from one internal table to another internal table? Yes, we can use move. Even we can use equal as well, guys. See, I tab 4. Even that also we will use. Previously we used move, and we can use the equal as well. If it, but the if it should be same. If it is same structure, then we can use equal. If it is not same structure, we cannot, guys. We cannot transfer. You have to use then move corresponding. You have to use it. It's all based on the requirement. Based on the requirement, you have to play with the statements, case. That's the name. Equal statement, and that's my equal statement. Yes, maybe what I would like to show here. Maybe I will use the clear statement, right? Clear. First I will move, then I will clear it. I will move and I will clear it. Pretty printer, and okay, and okay. So put the, where is that? Yeah, put the breakpoint here and execute, and execute, 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 and see, guys, in I tab we have 8 records. In I tab 4 we have 0 records. Dump it. That's it. The records moved from internal table to the internal table 4, and apply the clear F5, and again it becomes 0. Even it will remove the records from the internal table as well, guys. So that's a clear statement. So what exactly it will do, tell me now. So do you need to by heart the things, guys? No. So this is exactly practical. If you do once in lifetime, you can remember what exactly the clear statement. So no need to read hours and hours. Okay, do it for the 10 minutes. You can remember for next, maybe you are at 25 years, and next 75 years you can remember what exactly it is. That's the practical education in the industry, guys. So if you are habituated with the practical, you can do a lot of things. So clear, with a clear we can remove the data from variable, work area, and internal table, right? Right. So that's a clear statement. Syntax already you have seen, guys. Not much. Clear statement, you need to use it. And refresh, guys. Just we can remove the data from internal table only. It doesn't work on the work area, it doesn't work on the variable, guys. That's the difference between the clear and refresh. So maybe control B. Maybe I will try to write the to given a more clarity. Maybe just I apply an a refresh on count lines. Count lines is an a variable, right? Refresh. How do you know whether it's in a variable or work area or internal table? Double click. Type is only with single field. It's an a variable, single field, single value. And work area reference, double click, you can see multiple fields, but work area, that declaration you can use only type. And internal table, it's in a type table of, it's in a type table of, and the reference structure, right? So here this is in a counter lines, is in a variable, single field and single value. And I will try to use refresh, uh, refresh count underscore lines. Okay, save. I'm writing the code and do the syntax check. Count lines is not an internal table, so that means refresh will work only on the internal table. It's a variable, so system is not able to identify. It's not a internal table, guys. And I will comment this because it's not working. And maybe I will use a refresh work area, right? Save. Pretty printer, do the syntax check. See, work area is not an internal table, guys. So that's it. And do this. Maybe I applied refresh somewhere. Where I applied? Did I apply refresh? No. No. Okay. What I will do? Do guys. See, I'm going to do something here. Refresh iTab. Okay. Save. Pretty printer and do the syntax check. And do the syntax check and execute and execute and execute. See guys, where is my data? Where is my data in the output? Where is the output? Where is the output? Where is the output? Because we did a refresh before looping it, we refreshed the data. Zero records. So that's why it doesn't loop, it doesn't print anything, guys. That's a refresh statement. And put a breakpoint here if you would like to see in the breakpoint in the debugging F8 and F8 and see guys in iTab the data is this statement removed all the data from the internal table. And now guys we are looping the data from the internal table. So is this cursor go inside or not? Is this cursor go inside or not? Is this cursor go inside or not? It doesn't go, guys. Why? Because we have the zero records in the internal table. So if there is a record, then it will go inside. But if there is no record, it doesn't go inside the loop. See, I press F5, it will come out of the loop. That's it. It comes out of the loop, guys. See, the loop, it doesn't go inside because there is no records in the internal table, guys. So this is my refresh, and refresh works only on the internal table only. And so next thing is the free statement. It will remove the data and as well as it will remove the memory which is allocated in the application layer or in the runtime execution of the program. So that's a free statement, guys. So normally the clear and refresh just it will remove the data from the internal table and variable and work area. But whenever you define a data objects and it is going to allocate some memory in the application layer in the RAM level whenever you execute the program. When you use the free statement, it will remove the data and as well as it will remove the data from the it will remove the memory from the your application layer, guys. That's a free statement. That's a free statement. You can apply the free and it will remove it. Maybe I can what I will do, I can comment this code, guys, refresh, because if I refresh this and it will remove the data, no further processing is allowed. And maybe what I am going to do is I am going to maybe I will declare one more internal table and like I can declare like this also, guys, but it's not good to declare. Always your declaration should be on the top. But I am little lazy, I don't want to go up. And data and itab 5 and the type, it's in a table of ty underscore, what is that here, sales. Yeah, and now maybe itab 5 and which is equal to the itab and free. You can use free statement as well. Okay, and write and maybe I use okay end of internal table operations. It's done, guys. We have done all internal table operations. Internal table operations are completed. And pretty printer and do the syntax check and put on a breakpoint here and execute and execute and execute execute and see, guys, itab and itab 5. Now we have 6 records because we deleted the 2 records here. And now itab 5. See, I'm doing a free it, and so iTab, I did a free and iTab. So remove the data from the iTab. Okay, wherever you do it, it will work. That's not a problem. And this is my iTab, guys. But the invisible thing is, so you cannot visible. The memory is deleted from the application layer, but it's not visible actually. So you cannot you cannot visible on the debugging side, but the behavior is it will remove the memory from the application layer. That's a free statement, guys. That's a free statement. So this is the differences, guys. Maybe in interviews they may ask this question: what is the difference between clear and refresh? So now tell me, what is the clear and refresh? Clear, refresh both remove the data, but clear works on variable, work area, internal table, but refresh will work only on the internal table. That's a difference. What is the difference between clear, refresh, and free? Clear refresh will only remove the data, but the memory will be available. But if it is in a free, it will remove the data as well as it will remove the memory from the application layer, guys. That's a difference between clear, refresh, and memory. So that's it, guys. How many operations we did? 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6. So no, no, so 4, 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8. Okay, 9, 10, 11, and 12, 13 operations we have seen the internal table operations, guys. Okay, 13 kind of internal table operations we can do it. But so here what you are doing is this data. Where is this data, guys? This data, where is this data? So where is this data? So Amazon is going to sell almost daily, okay, lakhs of orders. Lakhs of orders. Are you going to store in the program? No. Are you going to store all the things in a program? No. So you have to create the, you need to store the data in the database level. So that's the concept we are going to talk. So now the baseline diagram we talk about the output statement, some of the output statement. Processing logic we have discussed a lot. Data types, data objects, string operations, arithmetic operations, and internal table operations. And we have seen the looping concepts and also conditional statements, system variables. So we have seen some of the fundamentals, guys. And so now we are going to talk about, we don't hard code the data in the processing logic. So always we are going to handle the data from the database, case. So in the database, you know, in the, you might read in your education database management systems, DBMS, in your education. And we have in a database called here Oracle. We can use Oracle, MS SQL, and we can use, maybe you know only Oracle, and IBM DB6, and we can use HANA. It's an SAP database, and you can use MongoDB, and you can use MaxDB. There are different kind of database we have in the industry, guys. These are database management systems. With the database, we are going to store the data permanently in the hard disk level, guys. In the hard disk level, the data will be stored permanently on the database. And so in the database, we have some of the concepts in the database things. So these are some of the database systems in the industry. And we talk about, see guys, SAP is a database independent. I talked about SAP. I can run my SAP on Oracle. I can run my SAP on MS SQL. I can run my SAP on IBM DB6. I can run our SAP on HANA database. We can run our database and MongoDB. See guys, if you want to see this SAP system on which database it is installed. So if you want to see, go to the system and status. See guys, the database system here is the MS SQL. Some companies will use Oracle, some companies use DB6, some companies will use HANA, right? So, but the the foundation is same for all the database, guys. So, what exactly the database foundation we are going to talk about, guys? So, So what exactly the data first? And so tell me, can anybody tell me what exactly the data? Hmm? So can anybody tell what is data, what is record, what is field, what is column, what is row? Hmm? Control B. Okay, bolt this data dictionary. So maybe I'll go to the Excel. So maybe I'm going to select table. Okay, okay. So this is my okay student number, name, date of birth, okay, marks, okay, marks, English, Sanskrit, Maths A, Maths B, and physics, okay, and chemistry, right? And student number one, name, something, okay, some date of birth, English 80, Sanskrit 98, Maths 74, and Maths B 78, Physics 60, Chemistry 58. Yes, this is the one of the score. And like this, Control C, and we have the Control V, and this is my two, and so this is my students and number of students in my college, guys. So now you tell me what is data and what is record and what is field, what is column, and what is row. Okay, this total I can say it's in a data, guys. Perfect. Next, what is the record? Yeah, so this is the yes, this is an a record. This is an a record, or I can say it's an a record, not column. A record, or I can say it's in a row also, guys. A record, or I can say it's in a row. And combination of records is in a multiple records, right? And what is this? Wait. What is this? Column. And so alone, what is this? What is this? What is this? This is an a fields case. So that's it. First, you should know what exactly the column and what exactly the row and what is the field and what is the data, or else what is the value. English, this is the value. Sanskrit, this is the value case, right? So, so here you can see what is this format. Total, I can say it's an a not stats, tabular format. It's in a table, right? It's in a tabular format, guys. So the data is stored in a tabular format. So in any database, so the data will be stored in a tabular format, guys. So if you want to store the data, you need to design a table, right? You have to design a table. If you want to design a table, you should know the fields, right? And you need to insert the data. Sometimes, guys, maybe I have my initial marks is this, but in English I got 80. Even I did what is that here, improvement. Next I got 96. So the record I can do I can first time I will insert the record. Second time I did write an improvement. I got a 96 marks, and I can update the records, guys. So this kind of operations we can do in the, it's a real time. We are going to have this kind of scenarios. So how you can achieve these concepts from the database, that's we are going to see. Okay, how you can design the tables, how you can insert the data into database tables, and how you can modify the data into database table, how you can delete the data from database tables. Database I'm talking about, it's a permanent storage. And um, and also guys, so this is my marks. Maybe I talk about one more thing: salary, employee number, and employee name, and the salary, right? So this is the employee one, and some employee number, salary is 50,000, and second employee and some value, and 65 65,000, and third employee and something, and maybe 85,000. Okay, so here if you see the things, and maybe I can apply Control C. So these are all tables guys, I am designing a tables. Okay, so maybe I have some records here, and do this. And so this is my 6 employees we have guys in my company. Okay, and I have any data. Suppose if I give the access to all these employees, maybe this employee can see the salary of this employee details, right? And when you are working, so this is the issues, conflicts comes guys. So we have 6 employees, and the employee one who is getting less salary will do more work, double work than the employee the three who is getting 85,000 salary. So these are real time practical things, it's happening in the industries. Okay, the employee who is getting the 85,000 per month will do the less work, and the employee who is working for 50,000, he will do the double, almost double work compared to the employee 3. But when the employee 1 knows what is the salary of employee 3, definitely he demands, give me that salary, otherwise I don't work, give me that salary or more than that salary, give me 1 lakh, then I will don't work. This is the issues to the companies, right? So the information which is stored in the table, it should be in a secured way guys. So we need to provide a security to that data. So how you can provide the security? First, how you design the table. The second, how you insert the data. The third thing, how you update the data. Then how you provide the security to your data. So these are all the database concepts. Not only creating a table, then uh, data manipulations on your table, and also to provide a security on the data on your database table. This all comes under the database concepts guys. So that concept we are going to call. So here I call, so what is the database? DB statements. So we talk about DB statements, very very important. One is the DDL. Okay, it's not the Dilwale Dulhania Le Jayenge. It's a name, data definition language. Data, okay, definition language. Swam Sharnam. Okay, because it's my teaching as part of my occupation, I need to do something. Okay, it's not okay, other things. Data definition language guys. So DDL, D data, D definition, it's L language. So definition means what exactly it is. Definition, data definition, how you can define the data in your database. That's a data definition guys. So that means how you can define the data in a database. Definitely it should be in a tabular format. So how you define your table comes under the data definition. How you define the table, how you create the table is in a data definition. How you change your fields. Suppose if I want to add one more here, maybe I would like to add percentage. I created a table. After some time, I need to include in a percentage field in my database table. That means you need to change the database table. I am changing the database table. Sometimes I don't want this database table. Delete it. You can delete the database, not that data. Total table level, I can delete it. It's all data. It comes under the data definition, guys. So data definition language, and with this, um, with this, it defines how we define the database objects. So there are different database objects we have guys. So you might have, so the database objects here is, we have tables, we have views, we have structures, okay, we have We have procedures. So in any database, you see this kind of things. Procedures. We have functions. Okay, we have structures and table types. Okay, in any database, you see these kind of things. We have domain. We have data element. Okay, we have lock objects. Okay, we have search help. All this part of the database objects, guys. So this is the database object. How you define these database objects? That's an a DDL, data definition language. Okay, and maybe so this is my data definition language, and it should be no color, no color. Where is that here? How can I set other color here? Oh, yellow. Some way we can set no color here. Black. Okay, we'll continue with this. Okay, Control B. Okay, Control B, and maybe I can increase the size 60. Yeah, it's a data definition language. So normally, if you want to create in a table, the syntax is create in SQL. You know, right? It's a create table. Create table, and the table name you can define the things, guys. This is the one syntax. And suppose if you want to change the table, alter table, and if you want to delete the table, drop table. Yes. So this is the some syntaxes which we use to define the tables, guys. But the good news is in SAP, no need to write any code, guys, to create a database tables. So you don't create database tables by writing in a code. So SAP has given in a beautiful concept called data dictionary concept, guys. With this concept, just you will design the table. SAP take care. SAP generates a logic on the database level. That's it. You design it. When you activate the database table and the code will be generated, the code will be deployed on top of the database. We don't write any code to design the database in the SAP, but it's a good concept. But there are a lot of concepts involved in the data dictionary. So it's a DDL, data definition language. And the next concept is, yes, I have created a database table. Then after you create a database table, what you need to do? What is the purpose of a database table? Definitely to store the data. You need to store the data on the database. The concept we call it's a DML. It's a data, okay, manipulation language. So data manipulation language, guys. So this is the and what you can do with the data manipulation language. So with the DML, we can insert, we can modify, we can update, and you can delete the data in internal table, guys. This talks about the data. It doesn't talks about a table. It talks about the data in the internal table. If you want to insert the data, we use insert. If you want to update the data, we use update. If you want to delete the data, we are going to use the delete statement. So with this, we can insert and modify, update and delete the data in the internal table, guys. So these are commands which we are going to use it. And the next one is DQL, guys. Yes, I saved the data in the database, right? So after you save, somewhere I need to fetch the data. It's a data query language. With this, we can fetch or read the data from database, case. So tell me what is the syntax to fetch or read the data from database tables. So tell me, guys, everybody knows that. Everybody knows that. How can you pull or fetch the data from database. Everybody knows. Everybody knows. Everybody knows. Select statements, guys. In SQL, you know, right? Select star from database table. No, no, no. Select wise, if you want to fetch the data, we use select. In structured query language, we use a select statement. So to fetch the data from database, we use select statement. To fetch the data from database, we use select statement. If you want to insert the data, we use insert. If you want to modify the data, we use modify. If you want to update the data, we use update. If you want to delete the data, we use delete statements, guys. So the fundamentals in the database management, DBMS. So it's a fundamentals of an DBS, data management systems. So we'll use, no problem, don't worry. And we are going to learn about all this. In ABAP, we do this. We do an insert operation, we do an modify, we do an update, we do an delete, we do an select. In every program, we use an select statement. And don't worry on that part. Okay, so that's a select statement. This we call it's an DQL, data queue query language. With this query, we can fetch the data from the database, guys. Next is the DCL, and the another one is the TCL. I will explain this later. First, I would like to introduce the database tables. So it provides a data control language, and it provides a TCL, transactional, okay, control language. So control means, just now we talked about, right? So what exactly the control? The security is in a control. How you can secure the data in the database. And with this we can provide security on the data in the internal table. So the statements we use to provide a security is grant, revoke. Provide in a grant. Grant means permissions. Grant means it's a permissions, guys. So this is the some of the database management concepts, and TCL, transactional controls. And this we are going to use if you want to permanently save the data in the database. We use the commit work, and if you want to roll back the data, we are going to use rollback, guys. These two things little high dose, I don't explain much now, but these three things are important. So how you define the data, DDL, data definition language, how you create the database table, how you insert the data into the database table, and how do you fetch the data from the database table. Simple, guys. So Gmail, just think about Gmail. Now I will give the exactly what exactly it is. So Gmail is running on a Oracle database, my assumption. Okay, so for every user ID and password, definitely they should be having in a database table. First, they design a database table with a user ID, password, and with your sign up details as well. Your mobile number, right? Your recovery email number, date of birth, and country. These kind of details they are going to store it in a database table. To store this information, they need to have in a database table, right? So to define this table, we use the DDL, data definition language. Yes. Next. So whenever you sign up, you will enter all these details. When you click on sign up, your user ID, your password, your mobile, your previous recovery email, your date of birth, your country will be stored in the database table. In the first time, it's an insert operation, right? Correct. The data is there in the database. It's an a DML, so data manipulation language, that is. Yes, you log in next time, you are going to sign in. So you will enter user ID, you will enter your password. What it will do, it will fetch the data from database. For this user ID, this password is correct or wrong. If that is correct, then you will enter into the your application. Otherwise, you will get an error message. So it will fetch. So whenever you enter password, it will fetch for this user ID, the password is correct or not. That means it is fetching the data from database. So if it is there, then only it is going to allow into the database case. Next time, after some time, you would like to your password is, someone is hacked your password, your friend is hacked your password, and they are doing something, some other things from by using your email ID. So that time you need to change your password, right? So whenever you change it, so the operation is in a DML, it's an update operation, guys. Maybe the next time, uh, you would like to delete your email id, so you are going to delete, and your user id and password is deleted from the database guys. How exactly the same concept will work in any software industry, in any database, even in SAP also we do this kind of operations. So we design the tables, we insert the data first time, we update the data next time. Suppose if it is not required, we delete the data from the database, and also we provide the security to your data. So we are going to learn those concepts in the data dictionary, what exactly the data dictionary and what we can do with the data dictionary, we are going to see now. And everywhere in the init database, the data will be stored in a tabular format, and you should know the how to design the database tables guys. That we'll see in the tomorrow's tomorrow's class, what exactly that table and how you can create that table, and that kind of things we see in that tomorrow's class guys. That's it for today. Do you have any questions? Yeah, I will do that, no problem. So don't worry, this part is new, and this database concepts is new for you, and I can explain tomorrow again this, no problem, don't worry on this part. And the data dictionary is the concept, and in every day we talk about the data dictionary, we use every day the structures tables. Without data dictionary you cannot run anything guys. Don't miss out the classes. If you miss out the data dictionary, you don't understand anything in the future classes. That's the importance of the data dictionary. So if you miss the data dictionary, you don't understand anything. Every concept drives with the data dictionary, every concept drives with the data dictionary guys. So that's it for today, and I hope no questions. These people are preparing some algorithms to ask me the questions. Okay, so who is, hello? Yeah, it's working. Hello, it's working. So that's why. So online you do not, because I will be in some flow, guys. So I cannot check everything. So if it is not working, I'm not sure. Okay, it's your risk if you attend in the online.
So, sir, it's working, sir. It's fine. When Sai explained all the concepts, that time we just
Okay,
faced a problem. Now
okay,
it's okay, sir. We are able to
okay.
afford.
Yeah, morally, my sincere suggestion: the fundamentals you should not attend online. So here the live class is entirely different than the online class. Okay, so the video class, the online class is, it's like an, okay, what you can give, huh?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I can feel
So
that.
yeah, so the live class is entirely different, because here my expressions will be different, okay, my actions will be different, my way of explanation is different, but there you cannot get that feel, I hope. Okay,
Yes,
so
sir.
that's the fundamental side you should not miss out. Okay, these are the core guys, these are the basement for your building. So if the basement is not strong, so you are going to, your building will not be in a strong building guys. So that's the thing, right? So
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
so
Tomorrow we'll be coming, sir, to directly in the
yeah,
class.
you are in Hyderabad only, so you have to come to the class please. So when
Yes,
you
sir.
are in Warangal, your native place, that's okay, but it's a 1 hour to 1.5 hour class. Okay,
Yes,
and
sir.
also you are staying very near here itself, Madhapur, right? People are coming from Maulali, Uppal. Huh? Yeah,
Okay,
so
sir.
that's it for today. Thank you all, and see you. Bye bye, see you tomorrow.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes, if any questions, feel free to ask the questions. So no problem. So because everybody will come to know, right? So ask the question, no problem. What is the question? Because
In
ask,
internet,
ask, ask.
yes.
You have to show. Okay. 100. Okay. Is the sort will work on the characters? Perfect. So that's the question. Is the sort works on the characters? Yeah, yeah. Ah, Yeah. I know that you are building some algorithms for me. I know that. Okay, I already told, right? So SE38. So guys, very good question. Your seniors also. Is the sort works on characters? Is the sort work on characters with special symbols? So this is the question of the angels. Okay. So this is the ADZ9 and the EDZ9 and sort on the characters. Okay, create. So sort on characters. Yeah guys, the thinking I like, the way of thinking guys. It's a this kind of thinking is very good when you build any programs, because so don't think whatever I explained is not 100% guys. So I give the foundations, but on top of it you have to apply your thoughts. That's the important to build your career. Okay, so if you practice only whatever I teach, you will not get much. You have to apply your own thoughts. Certain characters and special symbols. Even I am also trying guys first time. See, but it's all how it is going to work, how exactly it will work. That's the thing. So that's the thing you need to see guys. So transport request for batch 9. Okay. So maybe I have a field. Okay, I need to declare any types, right? Types, and it's an a begin of ty underscore some. Okay, character. I can use anything guys. Yeah, to character, my field maybe name I will take. Okay, name that have 20 characters and a type of C. Okay, I will take only one field guys, and end of and ty underscore char. So I take only one field, and I need to have any data objects and work area, and which is a type of ty underscore character and internal table, and it's a type table of and ty underscore character and work area and hyphen, it's a name, and which is equal to what is the t uh, tops. Okay, tops. Okay, the and append work area to internal table, one field. Okay, maybe you take I would like to build the same kind of code, right? Control C and control V. And what is your next one? T-shirt. Okay, T hyphen shirt. Okay, next. So it's all practical. How exactly? Next, dress. Huh? Okay, it's a D, right? It comes down, and next one is uh, maybe I put like this. Uh, yeah, one dress. I use characters. We can store numbers, we can store alphabets, we can store special characters. See, we can store the special characters and same name, but I use now special symbols. So maybe I use special symbol, uh, this DRESS. All right, and also what is next? T-shirt. Control C and Control V and uh, one T T1 hash T1 hash sorry hyphen. Okay, we'll use this simple, and maybe I can do first sort I tab and one more sort I tab by sorry sort I tab, it's by name. So maybe we have only one field guys, automatically no need to write an addition if you have only one field, because it consider automatically, it will sort by using that field only guys, and it's a descending. That's it. We did an ascending as well as descending pretty printer, and I tab is unknown. Okay, yeah, so spelling mistake. I tab, do the syntax check and pretty printer and activate and see and execute. And maybe now you can see work area is empty now, and pass the value F5, and you can see the value tops. Like this, I can append, I can store all the values and comes here and see the original data, and the data is now tops and t-shirt, dress, one dress and ash dress. I have used normal dress and with numbers with special characters, and tops t hyphen shirt and t1 hyphen shirt guys. So when you do the ascending and go to the internal table guys, first it takes special dress and it takes number with the dress and normal dress guys, and characters it takes in the final the order, and t-shirt and t1 it takes the numbers, then it takes the numbers first and then it comes to the tops guys. So always it takes first special, then numbers with the special and the characters. So this is the way it is going to work um, on the character side. And sorry, actually there is no another statement, it goes over there. Maybe I can put in a some breakpoint, static breakpoint. Again I execute. So the last statement completed, it comes out of the things and F8, and you can see descending. The descending comes tops, t1 shirt, t-shirt, see dress, one dress and ash dress, reverse. So first special, number and dress, it's an ascending. Descending, characters, numbers and special characters case. This is the short sequence on the characters case. That's it. Thank you all. Bye bye.